Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I figured I would jump on and do a little update before I got into cooking this week. We have been really busy. I have missed a couple of weeks of posting my what's for dinners. The first week that I missed was because of the crazy snowstorm that we had here in Texas. It was insane. We actually ended up moving in with my dogs are running around, moving in with my parents for a week, and had their generator and their fireplace, so we were really fortunate that we didn't suffer too bad like most people in our area did. And then the second week, the reason that I missed posting is because we moved back to West Texas for my husband's job. He just got a really great job out here. He's actually from here, and we love West Texas, so it was just a really welcome move. But this is the view I wanted to show you guys from our porch. It's really beautiful. So we are really enjoying that. And I just wanted to just jump on here and say I was sitting down to edit this, and you hear me reference a Super Bowl recipe. That is how dated this video is. I made these recipes weeks ago, and I'm just trying to get caught up on my posting. So forgive me for that, but I will get caught up. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing that, and stick around. We've got some really delicious meals. All right, so for dinner tonight, I'm gonna be making bacon wrapped chicken, and I'm gonna just cut these into little bite-sized pieces, wrap them in a small piece of bacon, and then sprinkle some brown sugar on top. You can totally skip the brown sugar part if you would like, but I am gonna do that. We just enjoy it that way. So I made this a long time ago, before I had Pinterest, but then I found the recipe on Pinterest today, so I will link that down below. And it's just really delicious. Like I said, or maybe I didn't say it, I've only made it one other time, and my husband and I gobbled it up, and my kids loved it too. All right, so I've got my chicken cut up into cubes. This part isn't really necessary, but I like to season things, so I'm gonna add a little garlic salt, garlic powder, and some pepper. I'm also just gonna add a little bit of chili powder. I like sweet and hot together, sweet and spicy. So since I am adding brown sugar after I wrap them in bacon, I'm gonna add just a touch of chili powder to this chicken. That's probably too much. All right, and then I'm just gonna cut my bacon into thirds. I'm just gonna take a piece of my bacon, a piece of my chicken, and I'm just gonna wrap my bacon around my chicken, and I'm gonna lay it in my pan. I'm gonna pop these in a 350-degree oven until my bacon is crisp. I would say at least 45 minutes, 40 maybe, just depending on what your oven does. I did have some leftover chicken bits. I used a whole package of bacon, so I'm just gonna stick those on the side and let those cook right along with the rest of our dinner, and we can eat those for lunch tomorrow or stick them on a salad or something. So after I get these out, after my bacon is crisp, I'm just going to sprinkle brown sugar on the top of them and let it just kind of caramelize and melt. This recipe was so good. This soup was so rich and creamy. My husband loved it. My kids loved it. It was just really delicious. So all I have in the pan is 2 tablespoons of butter, and I just let that melt down. And then I chopped up half of an onion and added that. Let those cook until they were translucent. I'm going to add a pound of Italian sausage. I need to get one of those chopper things that everyone has, but for now, a spoon will work. You just want to make sure that your sausage is cooked all the way through. I did season that with some garlic powder, garlic salt, and of course some black pepper. And this is where it starts getting really delicious. I love cream cheese. Anything that has cream cheese in it, I will eat, gobble up. So I added a whole block of cream cheese. I cut it into 8 cubes, stirred it around, mashed it down just so it melted evenly and covered all of that sausage. I could have just eaten it like this, straight out of the pan. Once that is all combined, I added 2 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock, stirred that around, And then I added 1 can of, I used this pizza sauce. It was the lowest carb sauce that I could find at our grocery store, but any kind of tomato product is going to be fine. You want to bring this to a boil, stirring occasionally. And once it's boiling, you're going to cover it for about 25 or 30 minutes, still stirring occasionally. Once it has cooked for 25 or 30 minutes and is completely melted and combined, you're going to add a cup of heavy whipping cream, and a cup of Parmesan cheese. I covered that and let it cook on medium heat just for a few more minutes until all the cheese was melted. Then I gave it a taste. It was delicious and we enjoyed. For dinner tonight, we did super simple 1-pan meal. These ribs were really inexpensive. They were like $5 for all of these. They came pre-seasoned, and I just cooked some frozen corn that I had in the freezer, and I'm going to top these with the no sugar added barbecue sauce. Alright, so it's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm just going to throw in a little appetizer here. So I'm going to make buffalo chicken dip. So all I have is just 2 chicken breasts. I put a little olive oil on them and then use this Montreal chicken seasoning. And I'm just going to pop those in the oven and let them cook. I'm going to shred the chicken, add in a block of cream cheese, a cup of sour cream, some Frank's Red Hot Buffalo sauce, and just mix that all together. Oh, and some cheddar cheese. And then I'm going to top it with cheddar cheese and bake it for a little bit. So everything in this buffalo chicken dip is already cooked. So all I did was pop this in a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until everything was heated through. I ate it with carrots and celery, and everyone else at the party ate it with chips, like tortilla chips, and it was just really delicious. For dinner this night, we had hamburger steak. So all I'm doing is heating up my cast iron skillet with a little bit of vegetable oil. I used a pound of ground beef and formed them into patties. I did season these up with a little bit of Worcestershire and some of that Montreal steak seasoning that we always use and we love so much. I cooked these for about 4 minutes on each side. I like to mash my burgers down about halfway through just to flatten them out a little bit. This is a Pioneer Woman utensil. I removed those to a plate. And then I made some low-carb gravy. I had never done this before and I did not follow a recipe. I just needed some kind of gravy. So I did remove some of the extra fat and grease. And then I just scraped the pan and got all the good drippings off the bottom. I added a little bit of chicken broth and stirred that around. And then seasoned it up a little bit more with some Worcestershire. I added a little bit of heavy whipping cream just until I got to the right texture that I wanted. And of course, when you make regular gravy, you just scrape the pan, you add a little bit of flour, scrape the bottom, and then you add milk until you get to the consistency that you want. But I didn't want to add flour to this, so this is the way that I did it, and it ended up really, really delicious. And I just kind of drizzled it over the top of these hamburger patties so that it soaked up all the gravy. And then we served this with homemade sweet potato fries, and it was really, really delicious. All right, so I've got these fajitas, or 4 fajitas, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You guys have seen me use these before. They had another deal at H-E-B. It was $1 a pound, so I got over 3.5 pounds for $3.64. Can't beat that. We are actually going to use them for fajitas tonight, so I'm just going to take them out, stick them in a baking tray or a pan, and pop them in the oven.